What's up everyone, Off the Cuff Reviews here. My name is Alex and today I have a special new video. Today we're going to be talking about underrated thrillers, so let's get into it. I wanted to make a list of underrated thrillers because I was watching one of the movies that is on this list actually, and I was thinking this movie would definitely go into this type of list. And I feel like a lot of people are always kind of commenting on movies and like movie videos and other reviews on Letterboxd or wherever, and I always, even in person, I talk about movies and I hear this question a lot. Do you have any thrillers that you could recommend? Maybe something that I'm not thinking about right now? And I think that I have a little bit of a list here of a couple of movies that you guys should be checking out if you guys are into thrillers. Let's start it off. So, first movie on this list is Insomnia. Now, this is the movie that I was talking about in the beginning of this video where I said, I was watching this movie the other day and I was thinking, what is I wanted to make a list of like underrated thrillers. This is one of those movies that I feel like is an underrated thriller. Insomnia is a 2002 movie from Christopher Nolan that stars Al Pacino, Hilary Swank, and Robin Williams. It's a cat and mouse thriller about a detective who is investigating a girl's death while his own life spirals out of control. And that is also a theme with a lot of these movies where like things are like spiraling out of control. And I don't know, I always kind of chuckle, especially when I'm writing these little synopsises and I'm like, spiraling out of control again. Yeah, and so this movie is a tense, dramatic, and I feel like this is like one of Nolan's most subdued movies. Like, it's one of the most grounded Christopher Nolan movies out there in my opinion. It's a great representation of Robin Williams and his like dramatic acting ability. Like, it proves that he doesn't only just do comedy. Also, Al Pacino is great in this. He just does his Al Pacino thing. I think you guys should definitely check this one out. The next one on this list is going to be The Machinist. The Machinist is a 2004 thriller directed by Brad Anderson, and it's about a man who suffers, coincidentally, from insomnia, and his condition takes a huge toll on his mental and physical health. This movie, I saw it back when I was in high school, and the reason why I seeked it out is because I was actually doing a project. I actually did a project in high school about insomnia. I was looking at movies because I wanted to actually like give a list of movies about insomnia, and this was one of the ones that came up, so I watched it and I really enjoyed it back then. And I haven't really rewatched it, but I recently, but this is a movie that I feel like would still hold up. Now this movie, in this movie, Christian Bale stars, and he starts spiraling and things go off the rails quickly. He lost a ton of weight for this role. Like, this is a scary looking Christian Bale. He really committed to selling this role, and this performance and like the commitment is really what like brought this role and made it like a good movie in my opinion. It's tense, it's unnerving, and it will keep you guessing until the very end, and I think that you guys should definitely check that one out as well. Number 3 on this list, and by the way, none of these are in a particular order, this is just the order that I started writing them down in, so I just wanted to talk about them in the order that I wrote them down. Next one is You Were Never Really Here. This is a 2017 thriller directed by Lynn Ramsey, who you may know from directing We Need to Talk About Kevin. But You Were Never Really Here stars Joaquin Phoenix, and it's about a man who uncovers a huge high-level corruption scheme involving missing children. The movie is brutal and also like pretty emotional. You pretty much are with the main character as he figures out the conspiracy and he tries to stop it throughout the entire movie. There is pretty much brutal violence, and the direction here is like really tight and precise. Lynn Ramsey is a really good director, and that is definitely another one I would recommend. The next one on this list is a movie that we watched for our film fest, our Team Nefarious Film Fest thing that we started last year. This is a movie called Bound. This movie, Bound is from the Wachowski sisters. I think I'm saying that right. This movie stars Jennifer Tilly, Gina Gershon, and it's about two women who fall in love and scheme to rob one of the girls' mob husband thing. And they're gonna take the money from him and live happily ever after. This movie is not perfect, and it's definitely rough around the edges, but it definitely works. This is a movie that I feel like it was really underrated when it came out. Probably a lot of people probably didn't even watch this one when it came out, but I mean, Jennifer Tilly is on top of her game here. She's sexy and alluring, and she really makes this movie work. Her performance is outstanding in this, and this movie came out before The Matrix, and I'm saying that because the Wachowski sisters did The Matrix, if you guys didn't know. It kind of fell off the radar, but I feel like it's just a tense, sexy thriller that you can definitely get behind if you want to go check it out. This next movie I'm going to be talking about, I've already talked about on this channel in depth, actually. This is a movie called Mothman Prophecies. I wanted to put this movie on here because it is, in my opinion, one of the great underrated thrillers that doesn't get talked about enough. This movie is a 2002 thriller directed by Mark Pellington. And like I said, I have a whole video talking about this movie. But this movie, like, it's a movie that doesn't seem like it would work, but it does. It really feels like it's gonna go off the rails at any moment. It's about a journalist who gets lost and ends up discovering some bizarre events of monster sightings. And also, Richard Gere is amazing in this. You can go check out my full video regarding this on my channel, by the way. The next one on this list is a new movie from this year, 2024, and it is called Mads. Mads is a horror thriller directed by David Moreau. It's a one-take horror movie. The director claims it was actually done in one full authentic take, and not just a bunch of takes edited together, which some people are claiming. The director claims that this was a full one-take movie, so don't just go believe IndieWire. The director himself, I'm trying to stress this because every time I see a review, it keeps parroting what IndieWire wrote, and like they're arguing with me about IndieWire writing it, and that's where they got their information from, and it's like, well, I don't care that IndieWire wrote this. The fucking director literally said it was done in one take. He said he did 5 takes, and he picked the best one. This movie is about a man who takes a new experimental drug at a party, and then things start to unravel. I don't want to really like dive too much into this because I don't want to like spoil the plot at all. I feel like this is a movie that you should go in blind, like completely blind. Don't even, just fucking turn this video off and go watch around. But the tension building here is really smooth and masterful, and the story could have flopped, I think, but I feel like they just did a really good job at building the tension, and it keeps you on edge of the edge of your seat throughout the entire thing. I mean, what else could you ask for in a thriller? It's a movie in a subgenre that we've seen before, but I feel like if you go in blind, you will enjoy this. Next one on this list that I definitely don't think a lot of people talk about, it's called Holy Spider. Holy Spider is magnificent and sad and tense. It's basically a perfect movie, but the subject matter is really fucked up. It's directed by Ali Abbasi, who I think did The Apprentice movie or something recently. It's about a journalist who descends into the underbelly of Iran as she investigates a serial killer. It's a true story. It's graphic. It's insane. And it's a movie that I feel like is a must see. It was put out by Utopia. It's a really good movie. Next one on this list is Red Sparrow. I can already see someone furiously typing in the comments about how much they hated this movie, but Red Sparrow is a movie directed by Francis Lawrence, starring Jennifer Lawrence, actually. It's about a ballerina who ends up with a career-ending injury and ends up attending a sparrow school for spies. It's an outlandish premise. You can definitely feel like it's not as cohesive as it should be, but I thought this one worked. Mainly because of Jennifer Lawrence. I thought she was really good in this movie. It's just a fun spy thriller, and on top of it, she's fucking hot, so why not put it on, right? It's not perfect by any means, but I think it's fun. Now, if you guys don't want to watch something like that, or if you've already seen it and it's shitty, this next movie on my list, I feel like you're gonna love. Or maybe not. This movie is a movie, also, I feel like it's underrated. I don't see a lot of people talking about this movie, and it did get really good reviews. It's just like a lot of people just didn't watch it. It's called The Innocents. The Innocents is a movie from 2021, and it's a horror thriller. It's about a bunch of kids who discover that they have mysterious powers, It's a really powerful movie, and it actually works. Trust me, when I went into this movie, I didn't think it was gonna work for me, and it did. It was really surprising. It's a really good movie. I don't see a lot of people talking about this one. Seek it out, check it out. If you don't watch any other movie on this list and this is the only one you watch, check it out. Give it a watch. Let me know what you guys think about it down below in the comments. And the last one on this list, I'm just gonna recommend it because I just think it's funny. This last one on this list is Freeway from 1996. It's a thriller starring Reese Witherspoon and Kiefer Sutherland. And it's a different take on the Red Riding Hood story. It's a black comedy thriller. And it's based on, like I said, the Red Riding Hood title, and you can like kind of understand the plot based on that. But it's a surprisingly good movie. I thought it worked. I thought it was funny. I mean, like, Kiefer Sutherland's like whatever, but I thought it was funny. I thought it really worked. And it doesn't look like it's going to be good, but like, yeah, I feel like it was really surprising. And we watched this with Joe Bob on the last drive-in, and we actually really enjoyed it. And then we watched Freeway 2. And I didn't recommend that movie on this list, but what a fucking wild ride that movie is, okay? Natasha Lyonne, holy shit. That movie was just mind-boggling. But that one is also like another take on like one of these tales like Red Riding Hood. So there it is. There you have it. This was a list of underrated thrillers that I think you guys should check out. Let me know what you guys thought down below. Have you guys seen any of these movies? And if you guys have, let me know. Like I said, down below in the comments, let me know what you guys thought about these movies. And if you guys haven't checked it out, please go check out those movies right away. I feel like put them on your radar, at least. Put them on your watch list. Go check it out. Give things a chance. Because there were movies on this list that, like I said, when we went into it, thinking that it was not going to be good, and it turned out to be good. So go check it out. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching.